So today we are talking about a Tesla Model Y accessory, or Model 3 if that's what you have, but specifically the Jowua Wireless Charging Pad. It's Jowua, right? I'm going with Jowua. If it's not Jowua, I apologize. I'm sorry. The company reached out to me to see if they could send me this wireless charging pad to test, to review, to make a video about, and I told them sure. Now, in full transparency, I did not pay for this. This was sent to me at no charge, but I'm not being paid to say anything specific about it. The company did not give me instructions on things to say or things not to say. This review is completely non-biased. It is my own opinions. The company does have an affiliate program, but I am not receiving any money. I am not part of the program. This is just a review from my standpoint. Now, I have to say I was a little bit hesitant when they reached out to me because, as you all know, the Model Y already has its own charging pad. So my initial thought was the charging pad I have works fine. Why do I need this one? But there's one thing about this charging pad that kind of intrigued me, and we'll get into it when we unbox this thing. So let's jump into the unboxing. All right, so opening this thing up, you have just a cardboard kind of layout. This shows you where all the coils are. On the back, you have some instructions. And then you have the wireless charger itself. I don't hate it. So it's a wood grain finish, which actually matches kind of the wood grain, I'm hoping, of the dash. So I think that looks kind of nice. On the front here, which we'll talk about in a second, you have a little flap for a micro SD card. And then on the back, you have two USB-C ports. This is the one where you'll plug in to access the micro SD. Then on the front, there is this Jowua AirPods 2. So my guess is, and from what I've seen online, this is gonna fit right there. You can throw your AirPods in here and you can charge those. The only complaint I have about this, I think it's a great idea. It's really smart because I've tried to kind of balance my AirPods in the right spot on my current wireless charger. This is cardboard, so I think this is gonna get beat up. I wish it was something either smaller, where it was just this bottom half so you could just rest it on top, but I like the idea, smart idea. Then you have cables up top. You have two USB-C to USB-A. I'm guessing those are for the Model 3. And then you have one USB-C to USB-C, which is, I'm guessing, for the Model Y. So the thing that really intrigued me about this wireless charger, it's the same 15-watt charger as what's currently in the car, but there's limited ports under the console. There's two. So for me currently, I have one being used by the current wireless charger. The second is a hub, which gives me 4 to 5, I can't remember what it is, extra ports. One of those ports is being used by a 1 terabyte Samsung hard drive, which is where all my Sentry mode is being stored. Now, what's interesting is by moving the SD card into the wireless charger itself, you open one port because you don't need that second port for a hard drive. So that's a nice plus. The other thing is people have learned that Teslas have the ability to store footage on the hard drive. So you've seen people come out with ways to hide the hard drive so it doesn't look like it's in there. And that's great. I think that's a smart idea, but this hides it in the wireless charger. So when they open up that console, they see this wireless charging mat. They don't necessarily know that this little flap is what's storing all the Sentry mode footage. So to have this there, to have it accommodate a 2 terabyte micro SD card, I think is great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this thing installed. You don't need to see me walk through plugging in a couple wires. So I'm gonna install it. I'm gonna use it for a couple days, and then I'm gonna get back to you and let you know what I think. How does it work? What do I like? What don't I like? So let me go do that, and I'll see you in I'd say a couple days, but it'll be like a second. So really quickly, I'm upstairs editing this video and I realized there's two things I forgot to tell you. Probably the most important is a promo code. So in the description, there's a link to the Jowua website that will take you to the combo pack. So the wireless charger with a 64 gig micro SD card. If you use the promo code RyanW, you will get the micro SD card at no cost. I don't make any money off of this, just something to help you out if you're interested. Link in the description, promo code is RyanW. The second thing is there's some iPhone 12 users that are reporting issues with wireless charging on the Tesla wireless charger. Now this is because Apple has moved where their coil is. They're using that MagSafe charger. Now they make a mini, so there's some issues. Jowua has tested all the iPhone 12s with their charger. They all work. So if you're somebody that has an iPhone 12, you're having issues with the Tesla wireless charger, this might be something to check out. But that's it. Back to the video. So it's been a week and a half since I installed the Jowua Wireless Charger, and I'm going to go through a little rapid fire of what my thoughts are. Now, I'll tell you, I was a little bit hesitant even making this video and saying yes to Jowua in terms of getting the product. Reason being is my Model Y comes with a free wireless charger, so my thought is, why is anybody going to pay for an upgraded wireless charger when it comes with a wireless charger already? But I have to tell you, after a week and a half, I absolutely love this thing, and it's made me realize the flaws in the wireless charger that comes with the Tesla. Now, in my Tesla wireless charger, there are multiple times while I'm driving that I'll notice it stops charging. So I have to give it a little shake, move it maybe over to center, just get the phone back on the coil to make sure it's charging. And I didn't realize I was doing that until I installed this and started using it, because as I'm driving, I was constantly looking down to make sure it was charging, and it's always charging. It just works all the time. Now, if you have a large phone, I have the iPhone 11 Pro Max Plus. It's the biggest iPhone they make in the 11. I don't have the 12. You can lay it sideways, so if you have a bigger phone and it doesn't fit vertically, you can lay it sideways. I'll tell you, Lindsay's been in the car. She's an iPhone XR. It fits in here. It works great. This thing is just really well thought out. It's a simple design. It's well executed. One of the things that I think is genius about it is the fact that Sentry Mode storage is built into this little pedestal. And what I like about that is it removes a cable in the back for what you would typically use, a thumb drive or a hard drive, something you would need to plug in to store all your Sentry Mode footage in, is stored now right in here, and it's via this one cable. The cable that you plug into the USB-C for charging is the same cable that's used for data for storing Sentry Mode. Now, right now I have a 64 gigabyte micro SD. I would probably change that to a terabyte. I just like the extra size. The only flaw I can think about with having the micro SD plugged in here is, in the event you were in an accident and police show up to the scene and you wanted to show them footage of the accident, with a hard drive or a thumb drive, you can unplug that, give it to the police officer, he can throw it into his computer, and all rights with the world. With this, you're pulling out a micro SD card, so you've got this little card. I'm sure the police officer doesn't have an adapter, so you would probably need to throw some kind of an adapter or something in your car. So if you needed to access that footage on the road, you can. Not the end of the world. Those adapters are small, so it'd be easy to keep that in your car. But that's the only flaw I can think of to going with something like this over having a physical hard drive or thumb drive plugged into your car. Otherwise, I love everything about this. The design is just easy. If you prefer black, they make this in black. But it's a solid wireless charger. Now, the one thing that is a negative, and it's hard to be a negative because it's an add-on. It's a bonus to what this is. And it's the AirPods charging kind of case or template. So if I throw my phone in here, it's charging. Now here, you have a cutout for AirPods, and you have a cutout for AirPods Pro because the case is a different size. So I turn this to AirPods Pro, throw it on, and it starts charging. It doesn't start charging because it's backwards. Throw it on there. I've got a light on showing this is charging, a light on showing the AirPods are charging. It's great, it works. Over time as you drive, the vibration pushes this thing left, and ultimately the AirPods don't end up on the coil, or they end up off the coil and it's not charging. So they need to change this kind of template. It needs to either be a different material that's stickier so it won't move around, maybe make it fit this cutout so it's pressing on the sidewall of the center console, just something to keep it in place. It's a great idea. The execution needs to be a little bit better in terms of the container it goes on, or the holder it goes on, but I'm not going to fault them for that. It's an added bonus. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, don't use it. Overall, great wireless charger. I'd highly recommend it. I like it a lot. Thinking back, I would now purchase this over the Tesla charger, wireless charger that came with a car. Maybe sell that on eBay or something to get some money for it. But this thing is better. The Jowua wireless charger is better than Tesla. I'm just done. The Jowua wireless charger is better than Tesla's wireless charger. They've just put more thought into it. So I really like it. Recommend it. Let me know what you think. Do you like the design? Do you not like the design? Do you see any fundamental flaws with having the micro SD in the wireless charger? I think it's genius, but let me know in the comments below. Get better. Be better. We'll see you in the next one. See ya!